All right, man. Let's get into it. Appreciate all y'all for tapping in. Give me 1 second. There we go. There we go. What's going on? Ricky E in the building. Early shout out to the brother Ricky E. Said, "What up, fam? Gonzalez need to retire. He looked bad last night. I ain't even watch it, dog. Man, I was out and about, but I heard it was a majority decision for Estrada. Um, I ain't watched no boxing yesterday. None of that really piqued my interest yesterday. If one did, it would have been the Estrada fight. Um, I always thought Chocolito was overrated. They always looking to put the other over the brother when it comes to the pound for pound list. Who they try to put him over? Was it um Andre Ward and stuff? And one thing I say about Chocolito is that he got one of them styles that's become rare. He's a great pressure fighter. You know what I'm saying? And they don't make that. They don't make them no more. You got a couple guys out there like Better Biev, and you see dudes that's who pressure fighters, and they get they kind of get down degraded. They might be too strong of a word, but you know what I'm saying. They downplay them. They think everybody pose a shoulder roll, hit and miss. And if everybody had the same style, boxing wouldn't be intriguing. You know what I'm saying? If everybody had the same style and everybody box hit, everybody want to hit and don't get hit, and that's the Mayweather effect. But you need pressure fighters, you need bangers, you need Arturo Gotti's, you need the Mickey Wards, you need the bangers. You need everybody. You need the balance fighters, you need the punchers, you need the guys who can punch, who can't take the punch. You know what I'm saying? You need the guys who ain't got as much power, but they got high stamina and good chins and high value. You know what I'm saying? So it's a place for everybody in boxing, but everybody want to hit and get hit. But you know what I'm saying? He's a tremendous pressure fighter. Overrated, absolutely. It ain't his fault that he overrated. But they already trying to preordain the other, because if they really don't want black people in boxing, I'm telling you that. Al Haymon don't want niggas in boxing, and he ain't got to say nothing. He ain't got to say nothing. His actions speak louder than words. Even if Eddie Hearn didn't say nothing. Excuse me. Even if Eddie Hearn didn't say nothing, or Bob didn't say nothing, even if they didn't say nothing, their actions speak louder than the words. I don't need Al Haymon to come out and speak or say something. His actions tell me everything that need to know. Well, I need the nigga to come out and say something for. Your actions tell me exactly what you need to say. But we gonna speak on what Tank said about Ryan being on PEDs, nigga getting scared now. And Crawford did an interview in the Boxing Voice where he said Errol Spence was a yes nigga. He said he just do what Al Haymon say, and Jemell Charlo might get mad enough. Why he keep provoking Jermell, he might get mad enough and actually force Al Haymon to make the fight. I found that interesting. I see what happened with Haney and Shakur. So got a video coming tomorrow about it. Y'all about to be arguing, going back and forth, having two black fan bases clash over some shit that ain't even happening next. You don't know if Devin gonna get past Loma. You don't even know if Shakur gonna get past who he got coming up next. You know what I'm saying? So let them figure out all that other shit. I ain't about to argue about a fight that's one or two fights out that may not be one or two weight classes out. So I'm not about to sit here and argue about that or go back and forth. They said it close to announced the Lomachenko fight, so be it. You hear stuff about Deion Sanders. Of course, the black community, the last order, they the last to put you on the pedestal, and they're the first to rip you down. That's all I'm gonna say. They're the last to put you on the pedestal and the first to rip you down. That's all that need to be said. Deion got a right to, do what he gonna do. He went to Jackson State. He raised the profile, sold out a couple venues that had never been sold out before. All the other coaches hated on him. He went from making $300,000 to making what they saying $5 million a year. Is that what they saying? Come on, man. Only a fool won't do that. And Jackson State ain't even got clean water. Why would you stay there? Well, the 4 and 5-star recruits, and then they decommitting. Now, ain't that what happened when Nick Saban left LSU or Nick Saban left Michigan State? You know what I'm saying? Ain't that what happened when, all these other dudes make business decisions for themselves? When the brother make the business decision, well, they said, well, he said he was here to help the youth and help the HB. He did help the HBCU. I'm not here to put the HBCU on the pedestal that it can't be put on. They just don't have the financial resources and the boosters to do so. So they can miss me with that shit. I'm telling you, dude. I mean, that's why I don't really believe in that pro-black shit. This is a piece of shit. He said, "Where boy look like shit." I mean, shit. How many fights Chocolito got? How many fights that he got? Shit, 35 years old. Dude got 55 fights. Man, at the end of the day, Father Time come for everybody. What do CJ win? Mahomes come to Buffalo. We got something. Man, I better be worried about Cincinnati, boy. Joe Burrows, they out there. When I seen they stopped Derrick Henry last week, I said, yeah, they gonna be a problem. I said, yeah, they probably the top dog in the NFC. They just gotta. I mean, don't nobody run the ball in the AFC. I think Philly is the team to beat in the NFL. I do. I think Philly the team to beat. Philly is the team to beat. Hurts is just they can run the ball. And then when Jordan Davis come back and then acclimate Linval Joseph and Dominic Sue, they're gonna stop the run. Philly should win. Charlie Garner will be back. One-dimensional. That's cool to be one-dimensional. Some of the greatest fighters of all time was one-dimensional. When last time you seen Muhammad Ali get on the inside and maul a nigga? He was an outside fighter. I don't mind you being one-dimensional. That's fine. You got some guys like Hagler who can do it all, switch righty, lefty, bang, box. It's cool. You got other dudes like Thomas Hearns. Gonna stay at the outside and keep you at the end of that stick. Nothing wrong with being one-dimensional. Some of these fighters ain't got no dimension. Sean, what's going on? Support the channel, Cash App, $, CJ Good 313. So what's good, Sean? He said Happy Bud gets his fight after being out a year. They ain't gonna never fight Terence Crawford. Let me put that in my notes. I'm gonna do that video. That nigga ain't never getting that fight. He ain't never getting that fight. He ain't never getting that fight, bro. He need to let it go. If his existence for standing around in boxing is fighting Errol Spence like he said it was, pretty much, he might as well move on. He might as well retire. Where's all? Oh, you want to get another belt? So be it. After that, retire. We got something for them. Y'all refuse to run the ball, so I don't think ain't nobody in the AFC run the ball out of the top 3. Shit, Chargers can't run the ball. I just heard they lost to the fucking Raiders. Good God, thank God. Shit, did the Rams win? We need them niggas to lose. They sure did. Oh, the Seahawks won. Yes, we got their pick. That's why. But nonetheless, man, let's talk about real quick. So, Terence Crawford was on the Boxing Voice Friday, right? He was on the Boxing Voice. So he was talking about how, he basically revealed why he fucking with Jemell Charlo. Obviously, he wants to fight Jemell Charlo. Obviously, that's obvious. He said that Errol Spence is more, he do without Haymon tell him to do. That's exactly what he said. He said he more do without Haymon tell him to do. He said, I think Jemell Charlo is angry, will get angry enough to demand it from Al Haymon. That's what he said. He said, I think Jemell Charlo will get angry enough to demand a fight from Al. That's what he said. He thinks Jemell Charlo will get angry enough to ask for the fight from Al Haymon. And at the end of the day, he might. But, but he tell you that he don't really mess with he said he'd tell you that he really don't mess with the fight selection process. He said he let them pick the fights, but I guess he think he might get angry enough to ask for the fight. But then again, if they can make the Jemell Charlo fight, that would make Errol Spence look bad. You see what I'm saying? That would make Errol Spence look bad. Now I heard he said that he didn't care about what's going on with Balenciaga and shit like that. I mean, at the end of the day, you see Kanye try to, cast stones about, him, wearing Balenciaga. You know what? To me, that's his prerogative. He signed with Balenciaga. Not too many of these fighters um got no brand deals, and that's what he chooses to do. That's what he chooses to do. He the same dude that threatened to kill Deontay Wilder on an interview. Come on, he the same dude who threatened to kill Deontay Wilder on an interview. This who y'all expecting pro-blackness from? Come on. I can go even deeper with that. I don't really care. That's his preference. If he want to be with Balenciaga, so be it. Get your money. You want to dress like that? Get your money. I ain't mad at you. They was the same people get mad at Jemell Charlo for talking shit about the local dummy box community. And then when it come to Bud, they jump right back on the nigga dick. What it's gonna be? Come on. And this was Bud saying, well, I'm gonna stick with Balenciaga. It shouldn't be 1,000 videos up. Come on. People gonna forget about this shit just like they forgot about the Gucci and who was the other one. I forget the other company that do it. People gonna forget about this. Not just forgive. They're gonna forget. That's why I tell you, boycotts is pointless. You don't see Adidas. Did they make a statement about it? Because they gotta, they ain't said shit about it. They ain't said nothing about it. See, I need to talk about them ugly shoes that they be having them niggas wearing. That they used to wear like back in the day. So, like I said before, he said he angry and he think he angry enough to keep fucking with him that he might demand a fight. He said, well, you better stop fucking with me before I knock your ass out. What you done to deserve a fight? Like I said before, man, you look throughout the long history in boxing, it's been a long history of bigger guys making money off a smaller guy's name. That's what boxing is about. That's why they call it the pound for pound list. How did Holyfield get popular? Moving up, fighting bigger dudes. Usyk getting popular. Moving up, fighting bigger dudes. Thomas Hearns, Felix Trinidad, Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez. The list goes on and on. Roberto Duran. You can go on and on. Alexis Aguirre, I believe, moved up. You can go on and on and on. You can say it's a Costa Zoo or Marvin Hagler. Those are anomalies in boxing. And how Costa Zoo, moved up to welterweight, he probably would have been more celebrated. That's what boxing is about. Every now and again, you get a great little man that can beat a good big man. Or give him a great fight every now and again. Don't happen a lot, but of course we know Earl gonna do what Al say do, but he gonna play a role. He gonna play a role. He should get into acting. He gonna get out here and say, well, I was blindsided and I was appalled. And I know personally the nigga lying. That nigga don't want to fight neither. He don't. That nigga went from wanting to fight, I was blindsided, to when my daddy wanted me to fight in Jamaica. Cool. Anytime he got something to do in this era with Negro boxers being involved, don't come on. Come on. Come on. They don't want to see them niggas bang, bro. They don't want to see them niggas fight. I hate to break it to y'all. Ain't no what they say, do heaven got a ghetto? Come on. You know what I'm saying? Does heaven got a ghetto? Shit. The ghetto heaven got a ghetto before they got a place for black fighters in boxing. Because they don't. And all these niggas pawns in boxing. He gonna follow what Al say, and if it don't work his way, Al ain't gonna make up shit for Errol Spence. He want to take Errol Spence and sell him to Canelo Alvarez. That's the plan. You know, if Errol Spence will happen to win, that's house money they playing with. It's despicable, honestly. Them niggas scared of Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? They scared of the nigga. And don't be surprised he move up, fight Canelo, then talk about Crawford need to move up or we can meet at a catch weight, some bullshit. Trust me. The nigga's a pawn. But you know what I respect about Errol Spence? That he know he a pawn. He a pawn. He know it. He know he a pawn. To the public, he portrayed being the king or being the chess master or being the queen or whatever. He portrayed like he was a fucking boss. He portrayed like he was the puppet master. He portrayed like he was the boss. He portrayed like he ran something, but he don't. He know it. The nigga know his place. The nigga say sit, roll over, pause, shake, turn around. He gonna do it. And Al don't even be throwing these niggas no trees. So all that shit that he was rapping about is cap. Cause I heard it what the nigga said on the phone. He perfectly fine with Al Haymon having his career on autopilot. Perfectly fine about that. And mark my words, when the nigga say, well, I've been retired my parents, well, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. We gonna have to really wait and see when these niggas retire 5 years, 10 years after they retire, if that. We gonna really have to wait and see how they really did they really invest. A lot of the shit they be having be rented. A lot of them niggas be borrowing against the stone. A lot of them niggas getting paid in PBC stock. And what is PBC stock worth? Can't be worth shit. Come on. They getting advances and Al taxing the advance, the same thing that people got on Bob Arum about. You believing in a motherfucker who has no track record. Floyd, you know, people say, well, he had Floyd Mayweather. Cool. How many times Floyd Mayweather got in trouble with taxes? More than one, trust me. How many PBC fighters do Floyd Mayweather own and run through Mayweather Promotions? Not none. None. Gervonta Davis is gone. I'm gonna do a video tonight on that. Nigga gone. Do what your master say, boy. He know his role. He can portray to us like he top dog. He can portray to us like he sitting like he that nigga. But he know, I know, we know. He perfectly fine not fighting Terence Crawford. He perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. You know, let's move over to Gervonta. I'm gonna get to y'all question. So apparently, y'all boy Stinky Tank Davis, he is he basically saying that he think Ryan on steroids. Ryan ain't never looked this big and all this shit. Man, I just told you, dude, the nigga don't want to fight nobody, bro. Now all of a sudden, oh, the nigga ain't never looked so big, and look how big he is, and look at this shit and all that. Like I said before, it sounds like a nigga getting cold feet to me. I ain't the smartest nigga in the world, but it sounds like somebody getting scared. You know, and everything Shakur Stevenson said about him taking challenges and all that shit, that's cap. I mean, that's true about it. That he want to fight the easy fights and, you know, he don't want no real challenges and all that type of shit. That shit, you ain't, come on. Now this nigga trying to cop please. If you really the superior fighter, the way that they say Gervonta is superior fighter, what do it matter what the fuck he on? Ryan Garcia ain't no damn motherfucking Duran or Thomas Hearns. That just let you know that this nigga don't really want to fight. He probably was putting it off on Al. He probably know he don't want to fight. We got something for them too. We'll see. I think Bud will carry out region for now. You can't carry nobody that can punch. Nah, Tyson Fury can carry Chisora. That's different. If that happened, I didn't watch it, but that's what I heard. But you can't carry nobody like Abrasian. He too heavy-handed. Y'all get that hoe up out of there. Haymon not going to let Charlo fight Bud either. It's gonna make Errol look bad. Facts, Bud finna get hella hate all fight week anyway. But yeah, it's better than nobody paying attention. Spence versus Mikey. Yep, something salute. But yeah, let me go on Tank. I'm gonna get Tank extended time today. Now this nigga want to cop pleas and shit. This nigga probably gonna be begging for jail time. And I'm starting to believe Ryan got a chance. But my thing about what he accusing Ryan of, I'll just say this, that ain't no secret. That was something that should have been already known. I was talking to a trainer about what I had heard. This shit wasn't this didn't happen because he looked this big versus Tim Zoo. This is the first time I seen Ryan look this big, bro. No. Trust me. But look at this nigga copping pleas and shit, dude. It says this Herb joint. He says Ryan and Tim Zoo in the gym, how y'all think sparring look like? He said no funny shit. If I find out he cheating, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be more than the boxing problem on my mama. Man, this nigga be saying the most gangster shit, dog. He be saying the most gangster shit, dude. What you gonna do to that nigga, man? Come on, man. He want to cop please now. He said, you think he on the juice? Somebody said, Raul said down here. He said he never looked that big before. He definitely on something shit. The zone already proved they don't give a fuck about testing. Showtime don't care about testing. Showtime don't care shit about drug testing. No network care about drug testing. If the networks cared about drug testing, why take Mayweather to implement drug testing? And Mayweather only implemented drug testing because he didn't want to get his ass whooped by Manny Pacquiao. Come on. Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo out for the year, for those who care. Broken left foot. He done. They beat the shit out the Dolphins, though. So, like I continue to tell y'all, bro. Now the nigga wants to say, oh, he was on the juice, bro. That ain't no, man. I'm not saying he is or he ain't. But the shit ain't, if it is true, I'll leave it at that. I'll put it as a hypothetical. If it is true, it just didn't happen for this fight. I've been like, you know what I'm saying? I could tell a couple PPC fights. When did PPC start caring about testing? Didn't one PPC hiding their test results, hiding their testing? That's so crazy, bro. One PPC hiding their drug test results, and when they not testing people over at PPC, or I'm tripping. When they not reporting, when they reports not going on the Nevada website, not going on the Nevada Twitter, or I'm lying. Then he goes in and he said, whatever, champ, that seems like a concern. Why not set up some early VADA instead of starting a narrative? He said, I tried. Okay, you tried. You the A side? You negotiated from 140 down to 136. What you mean you tried to? You got Al Haymon, a shrewd businessman. You got Al Haymon, a very shrewd businessman. What you mean I tried? What you mean I tried? You the A side, right? You was so much the A side that Floyd Mayweather made Oscar De La Hoya do a interview with Fight Hype, and he don't even fuck with Fight Hype. Come on, he don't even fuck with Fight Hype. So you telling me you couldn't make no testing? You couldn't make no testing? That's crazy. You couldn't make no testing, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all believe in that? Y'all believe in that? And now this could be a ploy to sell the fight. Come on. But the A side couldn't implement drug testing. The Al Haymon fight couldn't implement drug testing. Come on. Bobby Swag say Barrios was bigger. He was. But he knew Barrios was a drained fighter. See that you see that H Money Line with Devin Haney. I heard about it, bro. Yeah, I heard about it. Shout out to them. Still want to see Loma and Tank. I don't mind it neither, even if he lose to Devin. Now this nigga crying about him being on PEDs. This nigga, he ain't got no confidence. None. Oh, if I find he gonna do something, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna run up on a nigga? What Big L said? He said I run up on you like machine gun Kelly wearing the black Scully. Then he talk about Eddie Hearn. He's saying why didn't ban Eddie Hearn for still trying to have a fight? He knew fighters were cheating and still continue with the boxing match. At the end of the day, what about Al Haymon? Come on, what about Al Haymon? You niggas, his biggest fighter a juicer, dude. His biggest fighter a juicer. His biggest fighter was on that shit, bro. I'll leave it at that. Everybody know. Most niggas, man, what these niggas? No, you signed the contract. If y'all really signed the contract, agreed in principle, whatever that's bonding, if there's anything that's bonding you from Ryan Garcia, you have months to discuss that shit. If it wasn't something that Ryan Garcia was willing to concede, guess what? Your life on the line. Your daughter got to eat. Your mama got to eat. See the roof over your head. You want to be alive. You want to be there to see your kids grow up. You want to be able to go to the next family reunion. Guess what? No fight. If somebody asked you out, wasn't no fight. As long as it wasn't a non-disclosure agreement, Ryan Garcia did not want to take drug testing. And what Ryan Garcia would have did, he would have had a couple options. He would have hid or came out and lied and said, well, you send a contract, I'll take drug testing. Simple as that. They ain't going to test. That should be make or break. Don't start a narrative. Don't start to build a paper trail for excuse. So if you lose, Tank Davis don't have no confidence, bro. Tank Davis don't have confidence. Because if I know I'm gonna fuck Ryan Garcia up and I'm the A side, how are we getting out of discussion without testing? How we getting out this discussion without testing? You the A side. You made him come down from 140 to 136. How is this possible? That's all I'm asking. How is this possible? Come on, he said, I'm waiting. Y'all quiet on Eddie Hearn. Like, we can say the same thing about Al Haymon, bro. We can say the same thing about Al Haymon. We really could. We can say the same thing about Al Haymon. Come on, Al Haymon. We was talking about how PBC fighters only be doing drug testing. When Crawford and Porter fought, that shit was kept confidential, right? That shit was kept confidential.
Yes, it was. So I look at it. I look at it like this, bro. I honestly think, Tank should knock Ryan Garcia out.
Go ahead.
What happened? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
I honestly think Ryan Garcia should get knocked out by Tank. This is a fight that Tank should win easy, but it's just, get this fight done as quickly as possible because Ryan's younger. And you don't want some doofy nigga just throwing some wild shit and connecting and fucking your whole shit up. So because that's what would possibly could happen. I honestly believe Tank should win this fight easy. Ryan does too many things that Tank could exploit. It's just.
But my thing is this: why didn't he ask for this shit in the negotiations? He said he tried. You the A side. No fight then. No fight then. It's no fight.
I feel you, but I look at it from this perspective.
But my thing is this: like, don't complain about it then. If we gonna agree or sign a contract and it's not in the contract, it sounds like a built-in excuse.
I feel you. Well,
it's not like he a challenger neither. It's not like he J-Rock versus Jemell Charlo. He's the A side here.
Yeah,
You got Al Haymon,
honestly,
one of the most powerful dudes in boxing. Why not put it in the contract?
I feel you, but I also look at it from this perspective too. It's not that our Ryan Garcia's representation isn't, lacking either. Like Oscar De La Hoya is a big rig in boxing, whether we like it or not. So ultimately, it's this: if he doesn't have it if he does not have drug testing in the contract, that's on him. That's
It
on him.
is. Don't talk about it.
But
Don't sit here and get your ass whooped or you leading up to the fight. Oh, why no drug testing in there? Dog, I don't want to hear that.
I also look at it like this: aren't these guys in the clean boxing program, Vivada program type shit?
That shit don't even really. There's nobody holds the WBC. Well, they are in the rankings, but that shit they say that's really not what it said it is.
All right,
That's
so I
already been
think,
exposed.
all right, yeah, but if that's the case, let's look at it from this perspective, right? These motherfuckers here, or are in this fucking thing, right? So they should at least get tested by them on the strength of that. But hey, who knows, man? These guys be wilding, bro.
The
A lot
commission
of
to
these
do the
motherfuckers.
Vegas to do a test and they collect P. That's it.
Yeah, bro. But like these commission shits, these motherfuckers don't really be like that, bro. These motherfuckers.
Mm-mm. They catch everybody now and again, but that's like back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't remember hearing no commission catching nobody in a long time in the United States. Haney versus Kier finna blow up in 2023. Yeah, call me when you get done fighting Loma. How about that?
I I, I, s-
Go ahead.
I said this stuff. Yeah. You remember when Billy Joe Saunders didn't fight Demetrius Andrade? It's because of that piss test.
Yeah, Massachusetts State Athletic Commission. Andrade was still gonna fight him. The best thing that
Um,
actually was the best thing that happened to Billy Joe Saunders, honestly, because he got his ass whooped.
Andrade would have beat the shit out of Billy Joe.
Yeah, he to beat his ass. Um, Ryan, a big star. So technically, at the end of the day, guess what? You the A side. He the one that was begging for the fight, and you go publicly. You tell everybody publicly if you can. Nigga, want to take the drug test. That's it. It's still Shakir Stevenson. It's still Gervonta. It's still Devin Haney. It's still Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? He think Ryan an easy lick. Not a nigga want to start copping please. It was all greasy when you was in the club grabbing his chain and well, I'm gonna beat you up, and it was all fun and games. Then it was all fun and games. But this ain't
I
nothing that's not been discussed about behind the scenes about Ryan Garcia. He ain't the only Mexican fighter that's on that shit. I'm not
I
saying
didn't
just in
know.
general. It's another very prominent Hispanic fighter. They got a pay-per-view coming up that's on that shit. It is not Canelo Alvarez. So I really want to hear that shit, dog. I don't.
I didn't. I
Because if
didn't.
we if
I
we
didn't
if
know. I
we
didn't.
go ahead.
I didn't know Ryan Garcia was on that shit, nigga. The fuck?
Mm. I ain't say
That
he
can
was on.
actually,
I ain't
yo,
look.
you can
I
actually fucking gain
look.
muscle.
I ain't say he was on the shit. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, it's been discussed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't a secret. I'm just leave it at that.
All right, cool.
It
But
is allegedly. It's been discussed.
all right, cool. But I just say, just because a nigga gets some muscle on a frame, don't mean that a nigga on some
Yeah,
bullshit, yo.
no.
Look at Ryan. Look at Ryan. Ryan's a skinny nigga, bro. Ryan don't got Ryan don't got no muscle on him like that, bro. So at the end of the day,
It's
it's like,
really a lot of people use it
see
for
that.
recovery and injuries. That's what it's really used for.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, true. True. He said Ryan is a bigger star technically. I don't know what bigger star mean. Like, what are we measuring the star by? Because I mean, at the end of the day, dude, he made him come down to 136.
I don't know why they're not fighting for a belt. That's weird.
Because they don't want to fight nobody for a belt.
That's weird as hell.
That's simple as that. I mean, that's common shit. They don't really think they can whoop them other niggas' ass. Straight up and down. If they did, they'd be fighting them. They don't think it whoop nobody ass.
I look at I look at it from this perspective too. Also, when it comes down to fucking like Tank. Tank is a nigga that if he throws more punches at niggas getting stopped, bro. Because I honestly think he can box with Devin and fucking Shakur. It's just Shakur and Devin throw punches in bunches and a lot more defensively responsible. Motherfuckers say, "Oh, Tank can take a shot. Tank is this. Tank is that," and I agree. I seen it, but ultimately, if you got big power like that, bro, it will behoove you to throw more punches. Let's keep it a
But
buck.
you know how it go. A lot of them dudes start knocking dudes out with one shot. They fall in love with the one shot.
I ain't gonna hold you. A one shot is fun though. You hit a nigga one time, you drop a nigga like, oh yeah.
I mean, imagine Deontay Wilder would put his shots together. It'd be a different ball game.
Nigga, bro, he dropped Tyson Fury with a combo fucking nation at that first fight, bro. He dropped him with a 1-2-3. You mean to tell me he couldn't fucking do that throughout the fucking fights? He was with him? Every time he threw fucking punches at this motherfucker, he was really putting fucking Fury in a position that Fury didn't like, bro. Because let's keep it a buck. That first fight, he was throwing Fury off of him like a rag doll. Nigga, like Deontay Wilder had the physical strength, the physical everything against this motherfucker, and arguably lost 3 fucking times. It's no fucking way that this motherfucker should have lost to him once. You feel me?
Yeah.
But that's what happened. That's what happens when you fall in love with your power. Because I seen Tank put it all together. I seen Tank put hands on niggas. I seen Tank really fuck niggas up. So if that Tank shows up in these fucking fights, nobody beating him. I'll concede that. That kid is extremely talented. He just he does too much tweak nigga shit. Like, you don't always gotta fucking do that shit, bro.
Mm-hmm. But then again, if he had that belief, he would be moving like he would be already a true superstar.
Because real talk, my nigga, Tevin Farmer, as much as I fuck with him, I don't think he could have take off of him, bro. Let's keep it a buck. Tank's a big punching motherfucker. And at that time when he was supposed to fight that nigga Tevin Farmer, that motherfucker.
They didn't believe in him though. They didn't believe in him. You heard what Floyd Mayweather said?
You know what's funny? Tank didn't believe in himself going into the Pedraza fight, bro. He said this shit.
He said he spent all his money though. He said he was broke.
That don't make no sense, bro. A nigga that talented should be like, yo, bro, nigga, I'm that talented. I want to fight everybody, but like,
he said he can't. The rumor is he can't take a punch.
Who? Tank?
That's the rumor.
That's a lie, my nigga. The fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Like, let's keep.
I mean, I just never said I know none. I just said that's a rumor that's going around that was going around the Mayweather boxing gym.
But like at the end of the day, Rolly hit him with some shit.
He started getting on it. He started boxing that nigga too. Well, no walking Rolly down.
That is true, but Rolly a big ass 135 though.
He fighting Puello next.
Who?
Rolly? For the WBA, yeah, for the WBA 140.
How the fuck is he getting these shots, bro?
Come on, must be Haymon.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Yeah. Fucking Floyd never did none of that shit for Badu Jack, but he's doing this shit for fucking
Al Haymon, bro. Al Haymon give a fuck about Badu Jack. Well, he gone from out Floyd now. He gone. Tyson combo. He gone. He gone. He said Tyson combo. To Mike Tyson. He said he should have waxed Tevin and Gary to his resume as underwhelming compared to these you going coming after him. My thing is that he got too much bark. Sometimes you gotta bite these niggas, man. Tank hurt his hand his last 2 fights. Man, I ain't really trying to hear that shit. Sorry, Kid Bud. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. Wilder hurt his fucking arm and hand every fight. You know? Miss 21 strong. What's going on, bro? I ain't really trying to hear that. This dude got the confidence of a midget doing a public speaking at a giant convention. Like, dude, he has no confidence. Now this nigga want to start copping pleas all of a sudden. He probably be surprised if he pulled out. And to me, Ryan Garcia was a little bit too overconfident too. Ryan Garcia was a little bit too overconfident for me. I just didn't say shit. In my mind, I'm just looking like, where all this confidence coming from? You know, when it comes to Devin Haney, it's, oh, we can do it down the road. When it comes to Shakur Stevenson, oh, he born. I don't want to fight. Came to Tank. You know, he had a lot of confidence. He know that he probably heard the rumors that he can't take a shot. I mean, I heard him. I ain't saying that, you know, that's what they say. I'm just saying. That's what they say, that he might not have the best chin. I don't know if it's true, and, you know, that's something that he going to have to prove or whatever. I mean, Brian Norman, they said he fucked up. He hurt Bud. And they said he ran Gervonta out the ring. Shout out to him for signing to Top Rank as well.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I've been seeing this Brian Norman nigga on fucking on Showbox. I don't see what y'all see in that nigga, man.
Oh, I ain't never seen him fight. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never seen him fight.
I seen that motherfucker fight, bro. Like, I don't think he's.
I mean, for Showbox is just, let's say this become a farm system for other networks. That's what it is. Yep.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna hold you. Showbox has produced a lot of great fucking talent. Yeah. You know who I really feel sorry for out of all these niggas right now? Jaron Ennis and fucking Virgil Ortiz, bro. Like, more for Jaron Ennis, because Jaron Ennis can't get no fucking fights like that.
Because he ain't signed with the right people. Even if he signed with Al, he wouldn't be getting no fights. I would say that even with Al, he'd have to wait his turn.
No, you can talk your shit. Now, my brother talking about Jaron Ennis being fucking nice. Yeah, he dead ass is. Yo, I done seen that nigga just do niggas foul. You know what's funny? Like, one of my mans from my boxing gym fought Jaron and he lost. Like, he became one of the B-side niggas, just calling it mildly. But like, Jaron been nice. Like, and he said, like, yo, one of my OGs in this boxing shit, Titus Williams, said, like, yo, that nigga's extremely fucking talented. Like, he's nobody to play with.
He be tearing people up in the gym. I mean, like, super middleweight and shit. But I mean, it's a lot of guys who out there who nice, probably nicer than him, who just don't get the opportunity. It's the truth.
Yeah, bro, I know that.
It's a lot of guys.
I don't see too many niggas who do the same shit that Boots do in that ring, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be surprised who out there. Nobody see what Terence Crawford was doing until, you know, Timothy Bradley put him on. Think about all the people that, you know, all the fight cards he was on before people got there and shit. You know, the farm system in boxing is Showbox. It's word of mouth. There's no way Showtime should let all the talent that left Showbox not be on the network. They don't even need Al Haymon. Just sign the Showbox talent. He said Ryan is easy work. His chin stay up in the air. Then they probably, I mean, we'll see. I think he easy work, but then again, yeah, I thought Rolly was gonna be easy work. Rolly gave him how far they go in that fight with Rolly? How far did the Rolly fight go?
Nigga,
it was more than 5, wasn't it? It was 5. It seemed a lot longer than 5. Rounds. Damn. He gave him a hard 5. It was 6. But you know, 5, same shit. He gave him a hard 5 rounds. 5, 6 rounds. Jaron is coming. Politics stopping him. Him and his daddy keep screaming. Yeah, politics hurt everyone. Errol Spence was a victim of politics. People forget that's not that long ago. Keith Thurman was a victim of politics. And they was with Al Haymon.
Yeah. Benny, what's going on? At the end of the day, Floyd should have fought them young black fighters, bro. And and a lot of niggas give him a pass for that. A lot of niggas give him a pass for that.
Floyd?
Floyd. Because at the end of the day, Gennaro Hernandez. Yes, Gennaro Hernandez.
After he had that fight with the Emmanuel Augustus at Cobo, that nigga wasn't trying to fight no more niggas for real. Well, Kevin Kelly tell him, he said this, man. He said it's a Floyd put his arm around him. He said if Emmanuel Augustus had some more power, you would have lost that fight, buddy.
No, he wouldn't at all. No, he would not, bro. Let's keep it apart. Yo, bro. Floyd was piecing Emmanuel Augustus up.
Yeah, man. Bro, all
that slick defense that we see Emmanuel Augustus do to niggas, he was not doing that to Floyd. He was just matching Floyd punch for punch.
And if he
Nigga,
could,
let's not do that, bro.
if he could punch, I mean, like he said, if it's a fifth, we all drunk. If he can punch, he probably would have lost. He probably would never be in a position fighting a young Floyd Mayweather. He probably would have been world champion. So Virgil can crack, but he flat-footed. Errol Spence flat-footed. What they got to do with Tyson T in China?
That's a fact, though.
I mean, Joe Louis was flat-footed. He beat a lot of niggas' asses.
Joe Louis was laying niggas the fuck out, bro. Joe Louis.
And some people consider him the greatest puncher of all time.
I can't say that.
I don't know. Then he hit a nigga in the side and left a punch mark in that nigga side of his body. The nigga that was screaming. Who was that when he punched the nigga on the side? Was it Jesus Christ? Oh man. And then he hit the dude so hard. Yeah. Max Melly hit the nigga, man. His fist was imprinted in the nigga's side, bro.
Yeah, bro, nigga. I done seen fucking.
Think about Joe Louis was 190. Man, you can think about it, man. Joe Louis was 197, bro. Some shit around there, dude.
Yo, nigga, like, George Foreman in his prime was only 220 plus pounds. Nigga.
Man, dog, that nigga really was 250, nigga, type of. His strength was in the 250 frame. But you're right, but Joe Louis, man, I don't know, bro. Joe had that dumbass power, dog. George had that thudding power. He wasn't as technical as Joe, but he fucked Frazier up twice.
No, don't let George Foreman hit you. If George Foreman hit you on some shit, George Foreman
Michael
can
Moore.
Fuck your whole shit up.
As Michael Moore slipped that right hand in that bitch so nice. It was a lucky punch. I was like, yeah, Michael.
No.
Hey, Michael Moore. Hey. Michael Moore was another motherfucking good ass light heavyweight, bro.
Bro, nigga,
another great light heavyweight.
Yeah. One of the best light heavyweights, bro. One of the best, B. But like at the end of the day, you say like, yo, bro, I couldn't, making that weight was hell, bro, because he said he was like dead ass 200 plus pounds, fucking making light heavyweight, bro.
Yeah, Michael Spinks, one of the great. Some people consider him the greatest.
Light heavy?
Yeah, some people he up there.
Yeah, I say that it would be Michael Spinks.
Roy, Archie,
as a Charles, Bob Foster though.
Yes.
Bob Foster used to hit niggas with a left hook, break their right ankle.
People don't understand how legendary that division is, bro.
Yeah, nigga, but at the end of the day,
don't forget Roy Jones too.
Nigga, Roy is great at heavyweight. Nigga, Roy probably could have beat all them niggas in like literally fight after fight after fight. That's how great Roy was. Like niggas said, like how niggas be talking about Floyd Mayweather now. That's how niggas used to talk about.
It was different though. Roy was a true
dog. Roy was beating niggas half dead, B.
He said, I don't want to show the real Ray J, but this why I don't, man. Roy really could have really turned it up more than he turned it up, nigga. Let's be real.
Roy's a good person, nigga. Roy don't, because like Roy's one of them people like, yo, I've been through a lot of shit in my life, but it's not other niggas' faults. I'm just good at what I do, and I understand why my pops did what he did. He didn't want me to be soft, and he saw something in me that he didn't have, so he cultivated it. He only cultivated it the way that he knew that Roy would be fucking successful, because Roy Jones Sr. and Roy Jones Jr. they're a lot alike, right? But Roy Jones Jr. knows that, hey, without my pops, my nigga, I wouldn't be here. So I look at it from this perspective, right? If Roy really was one of them Mike Tyson type of characters, niggas wouldn't fight Roy. Like what? Man. Then you really wouldn't fight a nigga that can hit you with 4 left hooks? Like I don't want that shit.
You had to be there, bro, to really appreciate that. It's kind of like a song. Like it's part of a song being great and a classic and timeless is the nostalgia that come with it. It's kind of like thinking about the memories that come with it. That's part of what makes a song great. You just had to really like. It's different when the song first dropped. Like if you was there when like Wankster drop or in a club where
in the club, I ain't gonna hold you. I remember when in the club drop, my nigga. That shit was different.
It was different. That's kind of like that's Roy. Like when Get Rich or Die Trying, like when them singles start rolling off there, that was Roy. Shout out to Easy though. Shout out to Charlotte. That was Roy. You had to live it, dog. He was on the Wayans Brothers show. He was rapping and shit. Like dude was man, dog. I told dude
me and my brother were talking about this. Me and my brother were talking about when Get Rich or Die Trying came out. This is the era of EB games. This is the era of fucking like the what's that? What's what's that fucking video that record store that was out in the mall? Was it
FYE,
VOD? Yeah,
FYE.
FYE, yeah, FYE. Like that era there, like motherfuckers was there buying that
You
shit.
would
That
never
shit
had, you would never had that feeling again in music, in rap.
ever, bro.
Because it's
Ever.
different. Like you can go FYE and be in that little. You can listen to the little song on the headphones and sample it, and
That's a
it'll never
fact.
do it. Rolly wasn't disciplined enough. He took one mistake and he got caught for it. I don't like Earl Style either. Earl Style it's tight. I like it.
I like Errol style. It's just I just don't like what he does outside of the ring. Yo, if Errol Spence literally lived that lifestyle like he was supposed to, I would have looked at. I
Man,
would.
you
I,
say
I
you can
would.
probably say that about. Hey, you can say that about Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods go back to smashing Hooter waitresses and shit. That motherfucker probably double up on Masters.
but
some
I
people,
look.
some people that's what make them who they are.
All right, cool. I feel you, but
I mean, I'm saying that's the case with a fighter, but you know what I'm kind of saying.
yeah, I feel you, but I look at it from this perspective. When Errol Spence is on his shit, he's a tough nigga to beat, bro. Like, yo, say whatever you want about Adrian Broner. Niggas don't knock Adrian Broner out cold. That's one of the. That's I think that's the only nigga that knocked that nigga out cold, bro.
It was Errol
Say what?
Spence.
Yeah, bro. And AB, he's very capable defensively, and he has a good ass chin. And one thing about Errol Spence, bro, when that nigga was really doing his shit, it was tough to beat him because he was defensively sound because he had a crab like defense,
Hold on.
and he was combination.
Hold on. Wait. Anthony Davis dropped 55 points and 17 rebounds. He tired of y'all niggas on the internet, but go ahead.
Yeah, he should be tired of us, motherfucker. You carry that fucking team. Bro don't need to always be carrying shit. That nigga 20 years into the fucking 20. How many years LeBron played? 21, Hakeem? 20 years LeBron's been playing, right?
He's 19 right
LeBron's 19 years?
now. Isn't LeBron 19 years old?
Oh, yeah, he is 19. You're right. LeBron's been playing for fucking damn near 2 fucking decades. Put in the fucking work that these niggas ask you to. And yo, one thing about Anthony fucking Davis, bro, like if that nigga don't keep his body in shape, bro, my nigga, I think niggas should just pass up
That's
on him.
the training. That's the training regimen in the NBA. They believe in more resistant bands than weights. I remember Kevin Willis, nigga, like, man, that nigga was built like a fucking bodyguard. Dwight Howard said that's what made him getting in the gym. He said one day Kevin Willis grabbed his arm on the post and he couldn't move it. Said he couldn't move it.
He put that old grown man. He put that grown man
Yeah,
stress on him.
He said he got right in the gym after that shit. That's why he started lifting. Max Melly, thank you. He tried to say the punch was illegal. Man, man, whatever. Prime Holyfield was nothing but action. But yeah, Holyfield used to do the aerobics classes too. He had a lot of rhythm. There was rarely ever two great light heavyweights at the same time. True.
That's a fact.
True.
That is.
I mean, but shit, you got better BF and Beeble, and they trying to start that as long as possible. Let's not forget about James Toney. Yeah, James Toney was another great one. Wish he was more disciplined, but
Yeah, bro, nigga. I was watching James Toney spar Jared McClellan. There was no
yeah,
doubt in my mind that There was no doubt in my mind James Toney couldn't find a way to beat him, bro. There was no.
What he
doubt
say? Who they would like Thomas Hearns spar? Was it
James Toney?
James Toney? Yeah, it was James Toney.
James Toney, like yeah, Emmanuel Stewart viewed Tommy Hearns as his son. There was two people that fucking Emmanuel Stewart would not let fucking Tommy Hearns go near. Mike McCallum and James Toney. And guess who fought 3 times? Mike McCallum and James Toney. I would have loved to see
the first two was a classic. I was just watching the first one not too long ago. Mike McCullough was another guy victim of politics.
Yep, nigga.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame that nigga. I don't blame niggas for not fighting the body snatcher.
That nigga used to beat the shit out of niggas.
I don't blame. It's just some niggas I don't blame, dog.
Nah, bro, that's not
fair. That was an older McCullum too that fought Tony. That nigga gave Tony everything he wanted. He gave everything in, bro. Tony was just he just had a legendary chin, bro. He was a dog.
Tony had legendary defense
Hey,
and offense,
yeah,
bro.
that
Like,
motherfucker.
yo, that
I'm going to
shoulder
Burger
roll,
King. I'm going to Burger King.
that fuck, nigga, that fucking shoulder roll that nigga had, bro, is fucking immaculate, nigga.
Oh
I don't give a,
yeah.
I don't give a
When he
fuck
be
what niggas.
Holyfield, another Southern nigga dick in the dirt. he can't stand Roy beat his ass. He can't stand that shit. That's why he said that shit when he beat Holyfield. That's why he said, I knocked another Southern nigga dick in the dirt.
That's what he said, bro. I
Yeah.
remember. I
Yeah,
remember what.
that was the fight. Yeah, when he beat Holyfield, watch it again. He said another Southern nigga dick in the dirt. That's some shit he said like that, nigga. I was like, yo, Roy really got you in your feelings, nigga.
But he always talk about, oh, I had to lose like 20 pounds before
Man,
fighting
everybody's
Roy.
trying to hear that. I'll never forget. That was like Roy coming out party.
Yeah, bro, because James Toney would have beat Nigel Benn. He would have beat fucking
Oh
Chris
yeah,
Eubank
man,
bad.
he already beat their ass when he got on camera and told them nigga they was some hoes.
And they did nothing, bro. You know,
They just sat there.
Nigel Benn said, "Oh, these Americans all lip, all mouth." But you never came to America to fight this nigga. You never sent him an offer. You never sent him an offer, Nigel. And Chris Eubank wanted no parts of it.
He said he told Roy to his face in the interview they did not too long. He said, "I just was just happy to be amongst the best of you. I was just happy to be mentioned with you." I was like, okay.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at that shit. Shout out to my boy Chuck. I ain't mad. It's what it is. But
but you know it's funny. This motherfucker Eubank Senior always talk this warrior code shit. But yo, bro, you didn't fight Roy Jones Jr. You didn't fight Harold Graham. You didn't fight Mike McCallum. You didn't fight fucking. How many niggas you didn't fight? You didn't even fight Reggie Johnson, bro. Like, let's keep it a buck, B. You know how many niggas that was out at 160 at one point in time that he could have fought? Come the fuck on, B.
Man, y'all gotta put some y'all got some questions I answer. Y'all better put some respect on Joe Kawasaki name too.
Nah, I always respected Kawasaki. Niggas didn't respect Kawasaki.
That nigga would have beat the shit out of your boy.
Who?
Canelo. He'd beat the shit out of Canelo.
I've been said that Canelo got his ass beat, bro, from round 1 to round.
Man, when he beat Jeff Lacey, I was like, I had to give it to him.
Nah, nigga, he almost beat Lacey to death.
I had to give it to him. I was like, man, Lacey, let's fuck this nigga up. I got some food sitting down watching. It was on Showtime. I was like, because I used to watch all Kawasaki fights that came on. Remember when he fought Kessler? I watched that. It was on HBO. When he beat Lacey, I was like, yeah, I gotta say, I can't hate on this dude no more, bro.
Nah, he beat Lacey dead near half.
Yo, you ain't lying, dog.
Shit out of
They talking about them little arm punches. I said, those bitches was snapping that night. McCullum put Tony down with a body shot in sparring allegedly. I can see that. They said he actually suffered his true injuries versus Julian Jackson.
Yeah, bro. Julian Jackson hit that nigga with 1-2, bro. Nigga said, yo,
man,
beat Julian Jackson. I had to migrate for a fucking month.
Yo, I was watching the documentary about Nigel Benn, and they was praying. And he was like, "Nigga, F God," or some shit he said before they fought.
Yeah, that nigga was some.
I was like, "Oh,"
he's a foul. I fuck with him, but he's a foul nigga, man.
But sometimes you get in warrior moment, dude. I mean, I was talking about the Du Bois fight. I had a video coming talking about it. You know, these niggas don't warm up no more the right way.
Yeah, and that's what fucked up with Dubois. Dubois leg all fucked up and shit.
Yeah, man, he came out bone dry. He can't do that. Kawasaki was the ultimate point scorer in boxing. I ain't mad. His daddy learned that shit from a book. You know the comprehension skills gotta be. You know how to comprehend. What's one thing to comprehend and apply?
Special, bro.
He said, "Tap the button." Everybody show some. Yeah, that's a motherfucker.
Because you gotta look at it.
Go ahead.
You gotta look at it from this perspective too. This motherfucker trained 3 good fighters, Enzo Maccarinelli, his son, and Gary Lockett, off of just reading a book, bro. That's fucking crazy.
Yep, off of reading a book. But I mean, Kawasaki, I gave him credit after that. I was like, yeah, I got nothing bad to say about old buddy, bro. Nothing. But let me get out of here.
Yeah,
I'm about to go watch. You got to ask real quick, but I'm gonna watch the Cowboys. But go ahead, I answer it.
So, What do you think about Detroit's Detroit Pistons going forward? Yeah, I think you think your team's gonna make a deep run in the playoffs and shit like that.
Hell
Like
no.
what you think
Hell
about Detroit?
no. Hell no. The coach suck. I'm trying to get Victor Walamanamana. What his name is? Unanan and that nigga. The 7-foot French nigga. Yeah, keep losing to
That
get the
nigga,
7-foot French nigga. Yeah, keep losing to get the 7-foot French nigga. Hell yeah.
that
We
nigga
just
need to
got
get some.
huh?
That nigga need to get some fucking muscle on his fucking
Don't
frame,
worry
nigga.
about it. Lamb chops from Detroit. We eat good. He get the weight put on him up in the D dog. We got him. But yeah, we at a point where dude, the coach just dumb. They gotta get a
I know.
coach. What Ime
I know
Udoka
one.
doing? What Ime Udoka doing around this whole man? Come on to Detroit, bro.
Yeah, come on, Detroit. We not gonna get mad at you for fucking other bitches.
Hell no, we
Yo,
gonna slide that up on the road.
I heard Detroit. I heard Detroit lamb chops is fucking like
Oh man,
some of the best.
it's Middle Eastern country. That's the largest Middle Eastern population city right outside Detroit. In Dearborn. Yeah. I remember driving through that shit during 9/11, bro. Going back home from school, driving through that shit to 9/11, man. That shit was anarchy. Everyone is using steroids, laugh out. That's everybody's excuse. You might be Figo's disappointed me again. That's why I ain't do no damn 15 game parlay. It was too many of them iffy games. I wanted to go with the Jets over the Vikings. I chilled. But yeah, let me get out of here. Watch the Cowboys. Appreciate you for jumping on. This will be on the
Peace,
podcast
man.
in the morning, y'all. Peace.